He does not like
Nah, she
Monica
has,
Bellucci.
she has some class.
I've
but-
got beef with you, man. I can't believe we.
Nah, she has some class, but number one? You
Yeah.
said number one, right?
Yeah, because it's Monica Bellucci, man. Okay, who's your number one? We're talking about Bond girls.
I don't know, what's the name of the blonde girl? Today.
This one?
Yeah, this one's good.
Well, she's alright.
Is it normal for him to have two blonde girls in one movie?
Yeah, he's had 3 or 4. So.
In one movie?
In one movie.
What are they teaching guys now?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the red carpet. In fact, this isn't even the premiere. I'll tell you why I didn't vlog. So, I'll tell you why it didn't happen. Okay, first things first, you see the camera that I have, it's not too big, it's not too small. It's not the size of a DSLR, but it's not as small as let's say, a Handycam, right? Or like a Cybershot. It's not like the Sony Mark III or Mark IV. I wish I had one of those cameras. It would have been amazing, and there could have been some really good vlog stuff. So the camera is really not something that you can just shove it into your pocket, especially when you're wearing a suit. And yes, I did have my iPhone 6 Plus, which does shoot 1080p, 60 frames per second, and I did get some footage that you guys will see at the end of this video, which brings me into reason number 2 why I didn't vlog. And number 2 is because, well, everything was a rush. The entire day for me was a rush. Coming to work, I literally had to get off my transport halfway, and I walked. I walked to the office. It's a pain in the ass, and I was carrying a lot of stuff, and I worked out in the morning, and so I was in my recovery mode, but that never happened because I walked all the way to the office, which is a pain in the ass, especially in Dhaka when everybody knows that we have crazy traffic here. It's ridiculous. You never know when the traffic's gonna hit you, and you never know when you literally have to walk out of the vehicle that you're in, and literally just walk to your destination. In fact, I even had to walk to the premiere. Thankfully, the theaters is literally down the street. Well, I mean, it's a pretty, I guess, fairly long road. I had to take a Ricky halfway, not even halfway, I think it was more than that. I got off because of the stupid ass traffic, and I walked. In fact, it was the whole day, like I said, it was a total rush. I got to the office, you know, I had some work to do, obviously. I got caught up in a meeting that took a little longer than usual. Shout out to Sabrina, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We had these daily meetings that I got caught up in, and of course the outcome was I was in a rush. I was going to be late. So afterwards I was totally in a rush, changed my clothes, and got into this suit by Zorham. Holler at me, sponsor me, do something, because I'm like, you know, looking good. But yeah, so that bloody happened, and I finally got to the theaters. It was around, I think it was like 6:15, 6:20. They had this pre-show, okay? They had this pre-show. Here's the pass, by the way. This is the pass that was given to me. First of all, a huge shout out to Pedro, my brother from another mother. What's up? AKA the Portuguese Prince. I'm kind of regretting giving him that title because now everyone calls him the Prince. God damn it. Anyways, Pedro, again, thank you so much, bro, for hooking me up with the Premier Pass. Much appreciated. And here it is. So there was a pre-show that started before. I was trying to get there, but then here's my other reason why I didn't vlog. The other reason was, listen, for people who don't know, before I got into fashion and all that stuff, my number one passion always has been and still is film. I grew up watching movies. I've seen thousands and thousands of films in different, different languages from all over the world, and that passion's still there. That is when the cinephile, audience, fanboy mind kicked in. Going to a theater, I'm going to go watch a movie, I'm going to watch a premiere with James Bond flick, right? That's when it kicked in. I'm like, you know what, why would I vlog this? Because I wouldn't vlog this normally, because for me, when you walk into a theater, and I'm pretty sure a majority of folks would agree with me, when you walk into a theater, it's an escape. For that 1 hour, 45 minutes or 2 hours, it's an escape from the world. You know, you just let your troubles and all that nonsense out the door, and you're there in front of the big screen watching a movie. That's the beauty of film. I said, you know what, I'm not gonna vlog this. My phone in my pocket, and I have my popcorn in front of me. You'll see some of the footage at the end. And I just enjoy the movie, or try to enjoy the movie, which I will get to in a bit. So yeah, that was it. I mean, the fan in me came in, and I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this movie, alright? I'm not gonna vlog this. I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you might have been interested to see, you know, the red carpet and stuff, which really didn't happen because the whole thing kicked off very late. The movie was supposed to start at 6:45. It started at 7, I think. People were still coming in. Celebrities with police escort, all that stuff. Mr. Anand Jalil was there. Oh yeah, Anand Jalil in the house with his beautiful wife. And for those who don't know who Anand Jalil is, he's like Jalil Bhai is like, he's like the Chuck Norris of Bangladesh, bro. Like superhero status. He's the Chuck Norris of Bangladesh. I said it. Everyone was there taking their seats and stuff like that. And then I realized another thing. Watching a movie in a suit is highly uncomfortable. And I don't know how, I really don't know how celebrities do it. Maybe, you know, they get these premium, luxurious seats or whatever. But I don't know how celebrities do it. They go in their tuxes of their suits and they watch a movie. For me, it's very uncomfortable, and I'll tell you why. Which might sound weird coming from me because I'm the guy that loves wearing suits. But it's not something you want to take to the theaters or watch at the movies. It's very uncomfortable. Again, like I said, the fan in me kicked in and I was like, yo, if I was in here with just a t-shirt and some jeans and enjoying my popcorn and my drink, which by the way was free, all free stuff. That was part of the package of the Premier Pass thing. Again, Pedro, you're the man. But it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable, I have to admit. I wish I wasn't in that suit. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a Bond premiere. You gotta wear a suit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wear a suit. But it was a premiere, I was not going to pass up on it. And I'm glad I did it. Even though the whole day was a freaking rush. Which brings me to the film itself. I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to get into too many details simply because I'll be writing about this, my review on Spectre. I'm actually kind of relieved and kind of glad that Pedro and I had the same sort of reaction to the film. We briefly discussed it afterward and we both thought that it was incomplete. There was something missing. That's the key word that we both came to the conclusion on, is that there was something missing. Again, I'm not going to say too much about the film, but well, it wasn't great, which is a huge disappointment because this is the most expensive Bond film ever made. So when you walk into a film that's the most expensive in the franchise and it doesn't come out the way you want it to come out or what you expected as an audience member, it is disappointing. And me, I'm a huge spy genre nut. Like whether it's in books or on TV or obviously in you know, the big screen at the movies. I'm a huge spy thriller, spy comedy, whatever has to do with spy, I'll watch it. You know, espionage, assassins, whatever. I'm a huge fan of it. It's my favorite genre. I'm not gonna say upset. Look, I'm not trying to make this out to be like I hated the film. I didn't. Spectre is not a terrible film. It's a good film. It's a good film. It's decent. But I think what happened was it had the same effect. Skyfall had the same effect on this film as Casino Royale did with Quantum of Solace. Casino Royale, Skyfall, two really good films. In fact, they're actually in the top 5 with a lot of enthusiasts and fans and critics in saying that, you know, those two films are in the top 5 Bond films in the entire franchise. And I totally agree. For me, Casino Royale is still number 1. And Martin Campbell, it was a masterpiece. It was quintessential James Bond. It's what 007 movie should be always. What Spectre was that there's this huge disconnect from Skyfall. It had all the elements of a 007 film, but it didn't gel well. Again, which was kind of disappointing because Sam Mendes, I loved his work. So this is the beauty about film. This is the beauty of film, is that it's subjective. But for me, which is the crazy thing, in 2015 we saw a couple of spy films actually. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was more enjoyable than Spectre. Maybe because I had high hopes for Spectre, having the fact that it was the most expensive Bond film. But again, if I had to rank Daniel Craig James Bond films, for me it would be Casino Royale, Skyfall, then Spectre, and then Quantum of Solace. But keep in mind, there's a huge gap between Spectre and Quantum of Solace. So yeah, it kind of sucks that I have to put it in 3rd place because I really thought that it's just possibly going to be better than Skyfall or as good as Skyfall. But you know what? At the end of the day, end of the night, it was a good experience. It was a fun experience, and I did like the movie. I'm not trying to make it out like I hated it. I had other, I had high hopes for it, and as usual, like it if you like the video, share it if you want to share it. No, actually, you should share it, dude. Just show me some love, bro. Just show me some love and share the video, and more importantly, subscribe. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Hello. Yes. No. Tell Daniel I'll be a little late. Yes. No, I've got the keys to the Aston Martin, but no, yes, it'll take me about 5-10 minutes. I'll be there. I'm shooting a bloody video right now. Yeah. Okay. Tell Daniel I'll be there, and please reserve my seat next to Monica. We've got plenty to discuss. Yes, of course. I'll see you then, kid. Okay. All right. Well, looks like the show's over. French actress Sophie Marceau. Sophie Marceau played as Electra King in The World Is Not Enough. This woman was incredible. You know what? I think I should start doing these vlogs, or just videos with just bloody suits on all day. So I look very, very dapper. And believe it or not, I wore the suit just like this. I didn't have a tie or anything like that. I air tied it because why be so stiff? You know what I mean? I wanted to look cool. I thought I'd look cool, with all the other celebrities there. This one guy literally wore a white dinner jacket. Homie was like bonned out. Big props though, because I would rather be overdressed than underdressed any day.